I don't always fight zombies, but when I do, I make sure my hair looks good while doing it.
Welcome, fellow survivors, to the thrilling world of Resident Evil 4 Remake. The stakes are high, the scares are real, and we're here to break down the most fantastic and frustrating changes made in this reimagined classic. Fasten your seatbelts and make sure you've got a fresh pair of pants handy, because we're about to dive deep into the good, the bad, and the downright terrifying. Let's kick things off with the first of the best changes in this revamped survival horror masterpiece.
These graphics are so realistic. I'm starting to wonder if I'm in a video game, or if I've been punked by the ultimate hidden camera show.
First off, we have to talk about those jaw-dropping graphics. The RE engine takes this classic game to a whole new level of horrifying beauty. Every nook and cranny is brimming with detail, from the grime on the walls to the moldy bread in the kitchens. The improved lighting and gore effects are so realistic, you will be checking your screen for splatter. And let's not forget about the stunning character models. Leon and company have never looked better or more terrified.
I guess I've got a shot at being the king of the shooting gallery, if I can survive the undead first.
But as we all know, not everything can be a headshot. The shooting range rewards, for example, need some serious calibration. While the ranges themselves are a welcome break from zombie-infested streets, the gacha-style reward system feels like a real bullet to the knee. Grinding for that perfect charm can be an exercise in frustration and a major speed bump in the game's pacing. We understand the need for replayability, but this system feels more like a time sink than a rewarding challenge.
You know, the horror in this village almost makes me nostalgic for the good old days of Raccoon City.
Let's shine our flashlight back on the positives. The remake embraces its horror roots, injecting a potent dose of fear and suspense into the game. It's like a roller coaster ride through the darkest recesses of your nightmares, with tense, quiet moments sandwiched between adrenaline-pumping action. New enemy types and revamped locations only add to the experience, creating an atmosphere that keeps you constantly on edge. Bravo, Capcom, for giving us the chills all over again.
I never thought I'd say this, but I'd rather be chased by a chainsaw-wielding maniac than do another one of these request missions.
Now about those requests. While we appreciate the extra content, these side missions feel more like tedious errands than thrilling adventures. Fetching a certain number of items or hunting down pesky rodents might be fine for an RPG, but in a survival horror game we want heart-pounding excitement, not grocery shopping. A more in-depth storyline or unique mechanics could have elevated these tasks to something more engaging and worthwhile.
This new combat system is smoother than the pickup line I used on Ada last week.
Oh, it definitely worked.
Time to reload with some good news. The remake's revamped combat is like a shot of adrenaline straight to the heart. With Leon's improved agility and a more intelligent and terrifying enemy AI, every encounter feels like a desperate fight for survival. New weapons and upgrades also provide players with more strategic options, allowing for a more personalized playstyle. It's the perfect blend of high-octane action and strategic resource management that makes us come back for more.
Out of the way! The U3 boss fight is gone. I was looking forward to showing off my new moves against that horrifying hybrid.
Remember that adrenaline-fueled, heart-stopping, two-phase boss fight against the bald monstrosity that looked like a mutant love child of Gollum and a tarantula? Well, buckle up, because that nightmare-inducing showdown is now MIA in the remake. Gone is the chaotic battle inside the falling shipping container storage unit, and the subsequent chase through a figure-8-shaped area, with the beast bursting through doors and exploding oil drums like a deranged cartoon villain. As if that weren't enough, we also miss out on the intense race to escape the collapsing ruins while avoiding U3's relentless pursuit. It's quite the letdown that U3 didn't make the cut, as we would have loved to witness this abomination rendered in the stunning RE engine's graphics. But alas, it seems U3's demise in 2005 was, indeed, its final curtain call.
Now that the dialogue is updated, I guess I can finally take Smooth Talker off my resume.
Capcom deserves a high five for updating the dialogue and trimming away some of the more cringe-worthy content from the original game.
I'm sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did.
I'm sure you boys didn't come all the way out here to roast marshmallows.
These changes create a more inclusive and respectful environment, ensuring everyone can enjoy this epic horror adventure without feeling uneasy. New voice actors also lend their talents to breathe fresh life into these iconic characters, delivering memorable lines and emotional performances that will stick with us long after we've put down the controller.
I have only one very important question. You got a smoke?
Got gum.
If I wanted to babysit, I would have stayed at home, Ashley. Come on, stick with me.
Leon, maybe if you'd stop flirting, we'd actually escape this place faster.
Oh, Ashley, you lovable yet infuriating sidekick. The Resident Evil 4 remake may have polished your AI, but it couldn't wash away all your quirks. Sure, we can now tell you to stick close or stay back, but we still find ourselves yelling at the screen when you decide it's a great time to have a panic attack in the middle of a zombie horde. And that newfound sass of yours. Hilarious, but sometimes we just want you to focus on not getting kidnapped for the umpteenth time. It's a love-hate relationship, Ashley. But we can't help but miss the good old days of the original.
Hey there, it's Leon S. Kennedy, wrapping up our wild ride through the Resident Evil 4 Remake's best and worst aspects. Smash that like button, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Stay sharp, and let's keep surviving these monstrous encounters together.